It's the Afrozons show with your girl Sheila O, and this is How Far. How far now? What's up? What's popping? Well, Guan, how you all doing? And hope you guys are having a great day. I know for most of us now, the lockdown has been opened, but it's still no reason to go out. Please, if you don't have to go nowhere, stay put. Just stay at home. On the show with me is Cass 500. Cass, what's good? What's popping?
Yo, what's going on, Sheila? How far? I noticed you just said, like, if you don't have to leave the house, don't. You know,
Yep.
It's something that's been bothering me. I got to address it. It's like, speaking of leaving the house, this is big issue. Nowadays, I think we can't even leave the house to go jogging, Sheila.
You know what? That's what's up. I mean, it's funny you say that, but it's the truth. Look at what happened in Georgia to Ahmaud Arbery, 25-year-old. America, there has to be justice here. A 25-year-old that went running, he went jogging, got shut down in broad daylight pass in Georgia by two white supremacists. It's not acceptable. It's not allowed. This has to stop in America. That's
modern day lynching. To me, it's just another. Wow. It's unreal, the fact of their whole basis is a citizen's arrest, and I feel like that just leads to a deeper issue of just the sense of entitlement. That's just, I feel like it's just crazy. You even have the audacity to even stop this man and to play police or whatever you think you're doing. Like that just
exactly.
Wow,
Cass.
wow,
exactly,
that's just wow.
It's terrible, right? You'll be hearing that wow, 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 but I gotta introduce Mr. Wow, 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 okay? On the show.
He's in it.
It's okay. He's a legend. He's allowed. On the show, we have Baba, Face Idibia, a mega superstar, a household name in Africa, Nigeria's own, but really Africa's own right now, because we can't even claim him now in Nigeria. We can't even claim him, okay? He belongs to the continent. He belongs to everybody. America as well, the UK, you name it. He's one of the most decorated and successful Afrobeat artists in Africa today. Baba has just released a brand new 13-track album called The Warriors, and you know we had to check in on him. Baba, how far?
I did, you know. I thought I was already on, man.
Legend do what legend do. That's fine. That's fine. Two, how have you been handling quarantine?
Well, it's been crazy. I mean, you know, so many things that, you know, we never thought would be possible is becoming possible now. You know, I sleep on time these days. You know, like some few things that, you know, good side, bad side. You know, but so far so good. I mean, I think it's the best form of defense for this pandemic.
That's right.
The COVID-19 is so sneaky. It's so
he has
treacherous.
No respect. That's
right. And that's why it's dangerous, because you know you have it, you don't even know you have it.
That's right. We hear Lagos is open.
That's what makes
it scary, right? Lagos is open. Have you been outside?
They call it partial opening. I've not been anywhere, man.
Smart.
They call it partial opening, but you know how it is.
No, I totally hear you. So let's talk about the Warriors album, because at the start of the show, I had to let the people know who you are, you know, the role you've played. I also have to add that a cast, just for you to know as well. Baba, aka Face, is like he paved the way for the artists that we know today. All right, I'm talking about the Wizkids, the Burna Boys, the Davidos, you know, the Diamond Platinums, I'm going to different countries as well, just to mention, he paved the way. One of the very first collaborations was him. You know, he was like the one that transitioned Afrobeats with Fela Kuti to Afrobeats, you know, to today's world. As far as I'm concerned, the truth has to be said. So Baba, no lele, respect again. Got to say that to you.
Wow, that is some heavy healing, man. I collected it with all humility. I collected it all.
Baba, there's no lie.
Let me ask on that. You've laid the foundation to the music that we're hearing today. but still you managed to like stay in the mix with the youth and the whole Afro beat wave and everything. So like she was just saying, just like from laying the foundation, being a trailblazer in the games, how do you manage to keep this longevity going on? Like you said, she was going to get into your latest project, Warriors, but I'm curious, like, how do you even make it that far? Like, it's a great question.
Wow. I think, you know, I always, as I say, I be upcoming artist, so I always try to, I always try to just, you know, keep my head straight and, you know, do music that is not necessarily about the time, you know, music that, you know, if you hear it 80 years from now, you still feel fresh in your ear.
Creating timeless music,
Yeah, you know, and I also try to, you know, just, you know, keep myself in the loop, like know what's going on, know all the. Sometimes we come up with the languages. Sometimes, you know, when you get into the streets, you hear some language, you hear some, we call it lamba, those things that they say,
right?
You know, so I just try to keep my ears to the ground and be part of all that loop, you know, and then I just try to, you know, just respect myself, respect people, and just mind my business and drink plenty water. You know?
And drink plenty water. That's what's up too, and it's working for you. So the Warriors album, why the name Warriors?
Wow. It wouldn't say now.
No, be today.
That's how far. Not be today. You know. So the Warrior be saying that to let them know how far. You understand?
That's right.
You know. For me, it was just like, you know, trying to put it out there that, you know, I know that there's so many young guys doing massive things right now, but, you know, we're warriors, we're still here, you know, and that's the track 1 of the album, and then the rest of the album has nothing to do with that. So
so what are the collaborations you have on this new album too? Who did you work with on the new album?
I work with just mostly some Nigerian heavyweights, you know.
Okay.
Olamide, Tiwa Savage, Burna Boy, Wizkid, Semka. Semka is a new artist and is so dope. The guy is good, man. Yeah, Semka. And who else? And then, you know, on the production side, I've worked with J Slick, you know, Spells, Bolaji Beats. Bolaji Beats is like my bassist for my band, but he also produces. You know.
Well, I'm curious, not just US, but in general. Like, I heard you mention LL Cool J, and that made me think, like, when it comes to longevity and just being a staple and respected in the game. So that made me wonder, like, what were your influences? Because I've seen you influence so many people throughout your journey in the last decades. But obviously, you had to grab some inspiration along the way from others. Are there other people, whether they're American artists, Afrobeat artists, or whatever? Like, who inspired you or influenced you coming up?
Bob Marley, reggae, but Bob Marley was the one that got to me. You know, so you find that element of reggae in all my songs, all my sounds. You know.
You have now entered the fan zones. To be seen on the next episode, tag at Afrozons to your best creative video.
Talk to Amaka, which one I go choose? And I dey give him nigga, give Amaka, make I no go lose. And I dey follow other girls, and I dey do this girl. For like I get spend, I need to come out bend. So waiting I
You know, the movement with Afrobeats. Yeah, I want to know from the legendary status that the world gave you, that we all gave you. You didn't wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm Tuba, I'm the legend." It was something it was given to you. So I want to know what your opinion is. You know, like back in the 90s, there was such a movement with dancehall and everything. Today, you can't even find dancehall on the charts. And dancehall music is legendary, is great. So do you think that Afrobeat is a phase? Or do you think Afrobeat is here to stay in the next 10 years? Like, what do you think? And how do we make sure it stays, if you know?
Man, it's been a long time coming, man. it's here to stay. It's just right now. It's just pitching the surface. You know, it's here to stay. I guarantee you that it's here to stay. And why I say that is, Afrobeats it contains almost everything. You understand what I'm saying? It contains almost every kind of sound. Like, so it'll be hard to every music in the world is going to turn to Afrobeats.
Yes.
At the end of the day, because it's gradually going there right now. I mean, I listen to some sounds coming from America now, and I hear Afrobeats. I listen to some dancehall music these days, and I hear Afrobeats, and like that, you know, I listen to Ed Sheeran, for example, and I hear Afrobeats. You know, a song like what's that song? Nobody on me. Going on, follow my. I hear Afrobeats there. Like I don't know if you hear that too.
We do. He did the recording
that,
in Ghana. He recorded the whole album in Ghana.
So you understand. So that is where Afrobeats is heading. My only fear is from this part of the world. I just hope that it's already happening, but I hope that we'll reverse it very soon. And that is Afrobeats money. You know, right now is the Sonys, the Warner Brothers, the record labels, the big major record labels in the world. They are the ones that are making big money off of Afrobeats right now.
Yeah.
You know, and it should be record labels from Africa that should be making big Afrobeats money. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope that pretty soon we'll get our structure together, get ourselves together in this part of the world, and organize and come out strong and dictate, you know, whatever, anything that concerns Afrobeat. We should be the ones that will dictate it. We should be the ones that will be able to say, yes, this is it, this is what it is, so that nobody comes and dilute it and makes a mess out of it.
You know, that's a really valid point you said there, really valid point. And if you are a music head, you understand exactly what he's just saying there. You know, we have to try and retain the music within Africa, within ourselves. We have to empower labels. So how far away do you think we are to getting ourselves organized, you know, with the labels, you know, collecting royalties themselves, collecting publishing themselves, and not the artists trying to go abroad to get those royalties? I mean, how far away do you think we are with this disconnect?
Man, we're still quite far, you know. A couple of people have tried, you know, to bring sanity into this music business in Nigeria. We're still very far from you know, from like you said, from many artists not really dedicating their time and their star power to add their voices to encourage government to, you know, encourage government to actually pay attention to intellectual property laws and all that kind of stuff around here. Many of them just comfortable just coming out of Nigeria, going to US or UK to get established in terms of royalties and all that. And that has made, you know, the home front suffer a lot, you know. So we just need the major players to actually start really lending their voices and their star power to move this cause. Because once the main major players don't lend their voices, the people that are supposed to do this stuff, they are happy because now they can just be doing stuff on the ground and there's no attention, so they can do whatever they want to do. But once the major players start lending their voices, stop being too busy for your own business. That time people, they will start paying attention, and I pray that's what this younger generation should really not shy away from. You know, they should not shy away from these local causes, because it is here. This is the major place for any amount of, no matter how much you make out there. This is the home front. This is the how do I put it now? This is where
this is the base. This is where it started from.
This is the origins. Thank you for that word, the base. Thank you. You know, so I think, you know, with all that, you know, and then, you know, the government, most African countries, if it's not oil money, it's not something that is just a guaranteed stuff that is already there. They don't look at it. They don't care about it. They don't see it as any potential money maker. And meanwhile, this music, in this entertainment, it is a huge money maker. I can guarantee you that if they concentrate on this, the oil is oil money would cannot even be able to
quantify the value we get from music.
Yes, exactly.
Totally.
Exactly, you know. So it's supposed to be a no-brainer, but you know how it is in Africa.
That's right. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna stay optimistic. We're gonna get there, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
Important just to maintain ownership at all costs. Just do whatever
you understand.
Yeah.
Educate yourself.
Because we see that in all, like even in the hip hop community, that's been a big thing. Where people are trying to understand just like, because the record labels and they're making money off of this, and then you don't want them to come in and be seen as like culture vultures or not really putting it out or handling it properly, because I know a lot of people are just so happy to get a deal and so happy to just take off. But in reality, we, like he's saying, we do have to come home. We do have to like get it busy in our own places and just try to maintain ownership and just protect the brand as much as possible. I definitely see what he's saying with that.
Thank you.
And you know,
Afrobeats, the sound is not going anywhere. It's in the DNA.
No.
I'm listening to like radio here in America, like every other, like that is the new wave from the Drakes, the Tory Lane. Everybody's hopping on that wave. You know what I mean? So it's important for the people that create that to be able to capitalize off that as well. So I definitely feel what you're saying, bro.
No, you know, it's a good thing we're talking about this, because another thing we have to also do is educate the artists, the up-and-coming artists, to understand that today you don't need the labels the way you used to back in the days because of social media, new wave. Look at artists like Chance the Rapper. They made it on their own. Fine, yes, money came from somewhere and it was invested. Just use them for the publishing maybe that you can't reach. But you don't need to have to be signed to these labels and be a dog's buddy for them. You can have your own label. You know, they like tell you jump, you say how high, woof, woof, woof. No, those days are over with, because social media is here to help you become a star overnight. It's just education. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, you know, legendary drummer.
Kudos to what you guys are doing to help, you know, spread the gospel of the Afrobeats movement, you know.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Thank you. So it's important we do that. It's important we do that. You know, it's not been today. From the mobiles to Star Mega Jam to, you know, taking the things to the next level. We're going to keep pushing the culture. We got to keep pushing the culture. So, but unfortunately too, you know, I want to know how you feel about this. Obviously it'd be sad, but I just want to know how you think this would affect our music today. You know, legendary Fella's drummer, Tony Allen, you know, he just passed away.
Oh yeah, I heard.
And you know, and that's from the Fella era. And you know, the role he played as well, you know, being Fella's lead drummer, you know, being someone that even went as far as working with the Gorillas. They even did a tribute for him. You know, he was like, I didn't even know he worked with the Gorillas. That's how big Tony Allen was, and his talent was exported. First of all, did you ever meet him and work with him or watch him perform?
Yeah, I met him once, but not perform. I met him once in London for one of the celebrations that they did in London.
Right.
Some years ago, I think like 10 years ago.
Yes. So that's good.
Yes,
yeah.
So that was the only time that I ever met him, you know, because he came to celebrate his friend, you know, Fela Nicola Pokuti. So that was the first time that I ever met him. I've not met him since. I've not met him since then.
Okay.
I've not seen him again since then.
Okay, so now let me ask you something else that I think, you know, I want you to really think about too. Okay.
Okay.
Is there a difference? Okay. People say this, but I want to know what you think. Is there a difference between Afrobeat, which was Fela's era, and Afrobeats, which is the new wave? I want to know, is there a difference? And are you the reason the name changed? No.
No.
I want to know, how do you feel?
I had nothing to do with the name change.
Tell me, what do you think about
no, okay, Fela called it Afrobeat, and it had no S.
Right.
You know, so that's Fela's, that's what he called his music, Afrobeat. There was no S, you know.
Right.
I think the Afrobeats as a name for this genre of, I don't even, Afrobeats.
This new generation, the new wave coming out of Africa.
Okay, new wave. Let's use that word, the new wave. I think it came from, that name has been there, but I think nobody gave the genre Afrobeats. It just came organically from people just calling it here and there, calling it Afrobeat here and there, and that's how it just somehow it has stuck, you know. And I think, like, you know, in trying to look for a name, everybody was coming up with, this is Afro pop, this is Afro dancer, this is Afro this Afro, this is, you know, everybody wanted to just attach Afro to whatever it is, Afro rock, Afro hip hop,
Afrozons.
Afrozons. You know, everybody, you understand what I'm saying? So I think Afrobeats just started, you know, I think that people calling it Afrobeats, I think that started from the UK. I'm not sure. I can't really comment on that specifically, but I think, you know, I think it was the UK people that started calling it Afrobeats. You know, anything that came from out of Nigeria, you know. And I think that name has stuck, and I think it's cool. I mean, let's not start dragging what name to call it. Yes, we accept. For once, let's unify about something. Let's agree.
We agree.
You know?
Okay, so Afrobeats.
I don't have any argument about that. Let it just be something like all of us identify with. There's no need for argument. Since it's Afrobeats, let's leave it like that. Let's agree and accept it and move.
Since you said it,
so
we will move on.
That's what I think
you
about
have spoken.
The two. Okay, thank you.
You have spoken to Baba. We'll take it. So Afrobeats is big in the UK, okay, making the waves, making the charts and everything else, and it's slowly coming up in the US. What do you think? Why do you think US is dragging behind? Why do you think Afrobeats is not as prominent in the US as it is in the UK? Or what do we have to do to get to
you know how US is. US don't want nothing to come out of a shadow US.
Yep.
so US will keep it like this until they have their own Afrobeats version. Then they will now sideline everybody, and it will be a US person that will be the Afrobeats king, and then they will take it over from there. That's what US do, man. So that's why it's not as big as that in the US. No matter the kind of music you bring from anywhere, US would never allow you to come and be that massive. I don't know. I mean, that's how every country should fight for themselves, you know. So
no, I hear you. I hear you. Kaz, you get the point he's trying to say. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I agree, but I'm curious as far as have you ever collabed with any artists from the US, or if not, are there any that would be on your bucket list of artists that you would like to collab with?
Yeah, I mean, I just done not as much as I would have loved to, but you know, I mean, I'm definitely open to a whole lot of collabs, because I see so many great artists from. I mean, most of the greatest artists in the world are from America. So.
But who though? Too? Give us some names. Who you put it out there? Who you feeling?
Yeah, man.
Who you like to collab with?
I mean, wow. Wow. Nas, Jay-Z. Alicia Keys. I love Alicia Keys, man.
Yeah, we all love her.
Kelly
all three of those people make timeless music. Notice that. You know, that's.
I mean, the list goes on, man. There's no end to the list, man.
So, what's next for you? What's the next project? What's Baba doing? Your foundation? Tell it all. What's next for you?
Yeah, my foundation is still up and running, and we're just trying to do the theme of the foundation is service to humanity. So anything we can do and I like to just keep it like that. I like to keep it that way, and my nenext project, I'm gonna announce it to you guys very soon, because you know how they say in Nigeria, may wish no go spoil the team before you
So that.
Yes, but the music is always going to be there. There's no retirement for music for me. The only thing that can happen is I've started gradually reducing the amount of shows that I accept or go to, so that's going to reduce drastically again this year. Last year I reduced it. This year is going to be. I mean, the COVID-19 has even helped us to
reduce.
You know, but in terms of studio work and releasing music, I don't think that I'm ever going to stop doing that.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Sheila O, aka African Royalty. Join me as I go one-on-one with musical geniuses, influencers.
But the success of the genre, I'm loving it.
Forward thinkers, trendsetters, the powers that be. I get them to spill their tea.
I don't fear anybody like that.
On How Far.
Thanks, Dan.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Nasty C, coolest kid in Africa.
Hey, yo, this is Sean Party Girls and Move Around, telling y'all make sure you tune into How Far.
It's your girl Tiwa Savage. How Far.
It's Sheila O, you know what I mean?
We're gonna say then How Far, yeah.
How Far, what's up, Wagwan, exclusively on HIPTV. I'll see you soon.
Africa, make them know that dirty.
Watch How Far with Sheila O. Fridays and Mondays, 10:30 p.m. GMT. Only on HIPTV. Powered by Star Rattler and Feyruz.